Very aggressive coming out with the takedown and taking it to Jonatas Gurgel here. Very good job by Gary Tonan. Gary Tonan, a Mundial No-Gi champion. Jonatas Gurgel, multiple-time Jiu-Jitsu champion. Gary Tonan, definitely very aggressive wrestling here. Gets a single leg, picks it up. Jonatas defending very well. They have to execute the takedowns inside the boundaries to get the full points. Main referee Chris Savarese brings the action back to the mat. Once again, on top we have Jonatas Gurgel. On the bottom, Gary Tonan. Jonatas Gurgel representing ATT Team Matos. Gary Tonan, Ocean County BJJ. We're here live at the Ultimate Absolute NYC. Big thank you to everyone tuning in. This is the second match. If you just started to watch the stream, this is only the second match. First match was Celcinho versus Mark Ramos. Celcinho was able to get the rear naked choke on Mark Ramos. That was our second match of the evening. And Jonatas Gurgel on top of Gary Tonan. Gary Tonan doing a great job looking for that underhook. Had some display of wrestling, very, very aggressive wrestling against Jonatas Gurgel. Tying up the legs there, very, very strange. Looking to get that underhook once again. Let's see how his half guard sweeps are. Jonatas controlling the head. Possibly looking to get a guillotine or just control of that position. Jonatas now switching up, holding the leg. Not too sure if he's looking for a leg lock or just for general control of the legs of Gary Tonan. Great job thus far. Very, very technical jiu-jitsu here. If you guys got a chance, check out our Facebook page, facebook.com/ultimateabsolutenyc2. Like the page. Show us your support. Tell us what you think of the event. Any future matches that you want to see. Tagarella on top. Jonatas Gurgel doing a great job. Looks like he's trying to get the back or mount there. Beautiful job passing. Gary Tonan switching for a leg lock. Jonatas Gurgel very smooth. Recomposing on top position there. Very, very nice work by Jonatas Gurgel. Now switching right to the back there. Over under control. Looking to get the hooks. Beautiful job by Jonatas Gurgel. Very slick jiu-jitsu here being displayed. I can't see from this angle if he's got both hooks secured, but could have a 4-point lead so far. And with the submission bonus, look for him to go for that rear naked or possibly an arm lock from the back, trying to get that $1,000 submission bonus. Referee Chris Savarese brings the action back to the center of the mat. Let's see how Gary Tonan can deal with this. Gary Tonan was actually a last-minute replacement for this tournament, but he definitely was ready to step up and wanted to take on and wanted to show everyone what he's capable of. Doing a great job thus far, but now Jonatas Gurgel on the back of Gary Tonan. Jonatas very, very tight head and arm control, getting on top of Gary Tonan, doing a great job of controlling Gary Tonan. Gary Tonan on the bottom, trying to possibly get an underhook to get back up or recompose half guard as he just did. Jonatas Gurgel controlling that far leg. Very, very good job. Very different strategy. Holding the throat now on top. And as you can see, the rules are slightly different from the IBJJF. We're not going to be calling any knee reaping. This is professional grappling. A lot of the submissions are going to be allowed. Heel hooks, you'll be able to see those here. Inverted heel hooks, even the twister submission will be legal. So this is professional grappling. We want to have as many submissions as possible. So we've allowed a lot of the submissions to be legal, especially for that $1,000 bonus. Jonatas is doing a great job controlling Gary Tonan. Not too sure if any points have been scored. Can't really see from the angle right now, but Jonatas earlier on was trying to take, Gary Tonan trying very hard to take Jonatas down. Jonatas scrambling, doing a great job, looking for that over-under grip, getting to the back very, very effectively. Great job by Jonatas Gurgel. Stuck in this half guard position here. Gary Tonan looking for that underhook, trying to sit up, trying to get back to his feet possibly where his wrestling is really strong. Jonatas balancing out, doing a great job. If you're just tuning in, just to let you know, this is the second match of the tournament. We have Jonatas Gurgel on top of Gary Tonan. Jonatas overhooking now. Looks like he's got a front hand control temporarily. Balancing out on top of Gary Tonan from Ocean County, BJJ. Once again, Jonatas going for that back. Very, very fast back attack there. Beautiful job by Jonatas Gurgel. Gary Tonan doing a great job of recomposing guard. The action goes out of bounds. Great job. Very technical matchup thus far. Tonan trying to roll out on Jonatas Gurgel. Jonatas on top. Jonatas on top, controlling, balancing out. Gary Tonan working that guard, working the open guard here, trying to get a sweep, possibly leg lock submission on Jonatas Gurgel. All leg locks illegal in this competition, so we won't be stopping the match for leg reaping here. Let's see how an avid Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu competitor like Jonatas deals with something like this. Gary looking to get that submission. Just to give you a reminder, if nothing happens in this first 10 minutes, if there's no points scored, we'll go to second round, which will be another 10 minutes. If no points are scored, there'll be a sudden death. First point scored wins the match. If on the sudden death no points are scored, the match will be based on referee's decisions, judge's decision, which will be based entirely on who tried to submit who most during the matchup. Right now, Jonatas Gurgel balancing out, defending the leg attacks of Gary Tonan here. Gary Tonan really switching out the legs here, doing a great job. Constantly attacking Gary Tonan on the bottom, looking to get an inverted triangle here and pull off an upset against Jonatas Gurgel. Jonatas doing a great job scrambling, sprawling out, controlling, recomposing. Now Gary Tonan back in the guard position. Jonatas balancing out, doing a great job. Looks like the score is 2-0. I believe that may be for Jonatas Gurgel. Very technical jiu-jitsu matchup thus far. Get back inside the closed guard here, the open guard here. Jonatas Gurgel attacking with a leg lock of his own, looking to get that $1,000 submission. Let's see what happens. Let's see what Gary Tonan can do here. He can switch to the heel hook if he wants, or just sit up and get his points. Great job by Jonatas Gurgel, looking to probably going to go for that back again. Oh, and the action almost goes out of bounds. They're going to restart from the same position there. Let's see how Gary deals with Jonatas. Looking to get a sweep there. Jonatas very, very good balance on top, controlling the top position of Gary Tonan, doing a great job. Gary Tonan looking to get that half guard sweep, trying to get an underhook, maybe sit up and stand up. Jonatas Gurgel on top, looking for leg locks once again, holding the position, doing a great job of balancing, trying to knee through pass. Look for him to go for that back, same position he had earlier. He's getting it over under, he's probably going to roll out to the back. Gary Tonan doing a great job securing the underhook, trying to stand up. Jonatas slips out. Jonatas, sorry. Great job, very technical grappling. Match is almost over. I believe there's probably 3 or 4 minutes left. Gary Tonan known for having very good wrestling. Jonatas Gurgel doing a great job of countering that. Without the gi, you see a lot more wrestling takedowns, a lot more singles and doubles, as you would with the gi. You may see a little more judo, but these guys are pulling out all the stops, trying all submissions. With this Ultimate Absolute format, you're going to see a lot of different stuff that you would in an IBJJF tournament, especially with the submission bonuses. Jonatas trying now with almost like a judo type throw there. Gary balancing on top. Match goes back to the center. Oh, Gary Tonan trying to drop lateral throw. Jonatas recomposes now. He's got head and arm, spins, gets on top. He missed the control. Oh. If he would have controlled Jonatas Gurgel on his back, he would have got 2 points for the takedown, but they went out of bounds, so unfortunately they're not going to give it to Gary Tonan there. Very close. Very good move by Gary Tonan. Almost got the takedown points there. Pressure's on now. He's got to get the points here. Gary now trying relentlessly to get it for a takedown. I believe Jonatas might be up. The pressure's on him now. Gary shooting for a takedown, gets... Oh, the ref. Here's the takedown. Jonatas Gurgel gets the top position here. Beautiful job by Gary Tonan, controlling Jonatas Gurgel from ATT. Now mounting Jonatas. If he can secure the mount, he gets the 4 points. He will be up. Looks like they're giving it to him already. Gary Tonan turned the tables on Jonatas Gurgel. Beautiful job. Beautiful job by Gary Tonan from Ocean County BJJ. We got 5-3 for Gary Tonan now. Jonatas needs to recompose and do something here. The match is almost over. He needs to really work from this position and get out. He's got to do something. Gary is up, and all he could do is control if he wanted to. Beautiful job. Very, very technical matchup. Got a mix of wrestling and jiu-jitsu. The match comes to a close. Gary Tonan on top with the win. Beautiful matchup. Excellent job by Gary Tonan, the brown belt from Ocean County BJJ, steps up and pulls the upset over Jonatas Gurgel Tagarella from the Atos ATT. Congratulations, Gary Tonan. Great work. Actually, Gary Tonan was a second round alternate for this competition, and